KCC105, week number 4. We have 2 videos, 2 types of financial indexes we're going to cover. First one, we're going to talk about a month-by-month index. On Blackboard, I showed you this graph with the restaurant performance index. It's a lot of zigging and zagging, a lot of ups and downs because it can be unpredictable month to month. We're going to gain customers, gain money, lose money. However, big picture, look at this. This is 13 years of data, so you're zooming out a little bit. Big picture, you can see trends. Like here, there's a big dip. That's 2008, 2009. I think we know the recession hit a lot of businesses during that time, so that explains the dip. So lots of zigzags, but big picture, you can see bigger pictures. We're going to create our own. Unfortunately, we need some data, and National Restaurant Association, they say, yeah, we'll give you data, but you got to pay us. All right, well, we're going to go and find some free data, and in particular, the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is a government website, has lots of consumer prices available just for free download, and we can do some mathematics with that, just calculate some indexes. So here's a website that lets you search all sorts of consumer goods. This website is also in Blackboard, so you can find the link there. But you have to work through this little form in order to get the goods. I'll show you how to navigate. First thing you want to do, click the city average and click next form. Always go for the city average. We want to talk about the prices on average in a U.S. city. And you'll see this is where we really get to have some personal selections going on, is because look at all the different products that we could pick. If you want to talk about chicken breast, sure. If you want to talk about orange juice, we got you. If you want to talk about margarine, look at, hey, you want stick, you want they have all sorts of data, Flip through there, find a data that says, hey, that's kind of interesting for me. Myself, I love ice cream. Let's go with that. I'm going to highlight the data I want and click next form. And this is just a code that they use to represent ice cream data. Don't even worry about it. Just click retrieve data. And then, ta-da, the Bureau of Labor Statistics spits out the average price for ice cream, in particular half gallon, in U.S. cities from 2007 to 2017. Not bad. I've got a lot of data. I can create an index. One thing you want to be aware of, though, is I'm looking for at least 10 years of data. Because if you only have a couple years, that's not so much data to create an index from. So if you pick some product, ice cream has 10 years. Some products might not have 10 years. You'd have to pick again. The last thing I'll do also, I'm going to go up to more formatting options. And you'll see here it says column format. I prefer the column because if you have a column, now look at all my nice little prices of ice cream. It's nice in a row. And that's going to help me when I go to a spreadsheet because I got to calculate the index. All right. So I'm going to download right here. And this is going to open up automatically for me in Excel. I have Excel on my computer. If you do not, you can download and then open this file in Google Sheets. And every single formula I'm going to do is identical in Google Sheets. So whether you're in Excel, Google Sheets, either way, download your data here and then open that file. And then you'll be able to calculate the index. Let's get to it. Index. First thing I got to do. Next to my prices of ice cream or whatever you want to pick, I'm going to type here index. And in particular, you know, just not index. I'm going to type month by month index. All right, time for a formula. If you read in Blackboard, I just gave you a quick description. It said indexes always start at 100. Type 100. How come 100? Maybe best explanation is 100, 100%. 100% stands for, hey, that's all the money that I was starting with. In particular, here in 2007, I started with $4.03. Okay. Going down the line, we need to type a formula. We did this previously when we were using Excel. Let's see if you can follow the steps here in terms of calculating formulas. First step, hit equals. Equals says think like a computer, think like a calculator. Excel says, all right, well, what do you want me to calculate? I want to find the relative price. That's what an index is, the relative price between those two prices of ice cream. And when I say relative, what I mean is divide. So hit equals. You're going to click the bottom number here. In other words, the more recent one, hit divide and divide by the older one. More recent, divide by the older. And then the last step is don't hit enter yet. The formula we have to multiply by 100. And right there. One more time, that formula is equals sign, the more recent price divided by the older price, multiply by 100. Hit enter. Excel spits out a number and it says 99. That index is less than 100, which means the price went down. Look at those numbers. Yeah, the price went down. Now, here's where Excel really shines, because I have 10 years of data. I don't want to type that formula in 10 years times, or 120 times over 10 years. So if you click that formula, go right on top of this box. Not right here. My cursor is this little white cross. No. In the bottom corner, it turns into that black cross. Click that and pull it down, and you'll see it will continue to calculate the index. And I can keep going all the way down to 2017. and it calculates all those indexes for me. I've got half the problem done right now. However, I do want a graph. Go up top to Insert. Notice I have all the data highlighted. With the data highlighted, Insert, and then I'm going to go over here to a line graph. You don't want a bar chart. Things that change over time, like the index in this case. Pick a line chart, and you'll see that it is all over the place. Up and down, left, right. Absolutely, because we can't predict necessarily month by month what's going to happen. So the month by month index just shows me, hey, ice cream prices are fairly random. Maybe you need more information, the data from suppliers, dairy farms, or other conditions. But if you're just looking at ice cream prices, I can't tell. So this right here, this graph of the ice cream index, that's half of what homework is looking for. I'm looking for you to create a similar graph. However, you're not going to do ice cream. You'll pick some other product. But in order to do that, you're going to need to get to this website from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The web link is in Blackboard. And then you'll need to go to Excel or Google Sheets and do this formula right here. So look at what that formula is. Type the first month divided by the older month times 100, and you'll have this formula. Oops, I just did a little typo here. But back to the original one. First month divided by the older month times 100. And you get the index. Highlight the indexes, insert, and you want a line graph. I only graphed 2 years worth of data, but you'll still see unpredictable. That is half of the homework. Check out on Blackboard the second part of the video, or the second video, which is the other index, the long-term index. And I'll do the same thing for ice cream there.